This one's serious. Ripple CEO just issued a massive warning. The president is heading to the Fed, and Jim Cramer has completely flipped on crypto. Welcome back. You're watching Crypto Labs News. XRP slid just below the $3 mark. Yep, it happened again. For those who thought we'd never see that level again, here we are. The question now is, was that the last dip before liftoff? Or are we in for more volatility? We'll dive into it. But first, hit that like button to send out those good vibes. Thursday likes are absolutely free. Don't say I never did anything. For you.so, XRP is currently sitting at $3.50, down 4% on the day. Yesterday was intense. I took a little time off, spent the day outside, and nearly melted in the heat. I told my wife, we've got to find some air conditioning or I'll evaporate. But despite the heat, XRP dipped to $2.96 and then rallied about 3% in just 14 minutes. That kind of quick recovery shows us the market still has some juice left in it. Now, while volatility is present, we're not seeing 20% swings in an hour, but we are getting 3 to 5% moves in short bursts. Bitcoin mirrored this pattern, falling to $117, then climbing to $119 before dipping back down. Ethereum's seen 3 straight red days since hitting $3,800, and Bitcoin dominance is ticking up again after a quick drop. That rise in dominance could mean we're heading into another altcoin pullback phase. XRP has also dropped from overbought levels on the stochastic RSI, something we expected. It was just a question of whether it would cool off slightly or sharply. Turns out the answer was a slide from $3.60 to the $2 range. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is approaching oversold territory, which could spark a bounce. This makes the next few days crucial, especially with a Federal Reserve decision looming in 6 days. Currently, there's a 97.9% chance they keep interest rates unchanged. But as always, the big market mover will be what Jerome Powell says, not just what he does. Interesting twist. President Biden is visiting the Fed tomorrow. Could just be routine, or maybe he wants to chat strategy with Powell behind closed doors. Of course, the Fed doesn't have to listen to the president, but these visits can still be impactful. Let's talk stablecoins real quick. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently celebrated Rust being named the most trusted stablecoin in the market by Blue Chip. That's a big deal. Stablecoins are becoming a core part of the government's financial infrastructure, especially with their ties to U.S. Treasuries. Ripple is still a smaller player compared to Circle and Tether, but it's gaining ground and making friends in powerful places. We're also seeing legacy institutions making crypto moves. Goldman Sachs just partnered with BNY Mellon to tokenize a $7.1 billion money market fund. And guess what? BNY Mellon already works with Ripple. It's all starting to connect. Acquisitions, licenses, and potential increases in XRPL activity could all boost XRP usage and price in the long run. Now, let's get to Brad's warning. Ripple officially flagged a surge in scam activity, particularly on YouTube. These impersonation scams always rise during bull markets. Brad retweeted a PSA urging the community to stay alert. And let me echo this. Crypto Labs News will never message you asking for money or signups. I'm not on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, and while I have a Twitter account, I rarely post. Be cautious. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Scammers are even using AI to mimic voices and scam people by pretending to be loved ones in distress. Never send money unless you've verified everything through official channels. Back to the market. XRP recently moved up 91% in just 26 days from $1.91 to a high of $3.60. That's an insane gain for the third largest crypto by market cap. Of course, we've pulled back since, but with moves like that, pullbacks are natural. We've also seen major liquidations, about $1 billion wiped out in the past 24 hours alone, with 314,000 traders getting wrecked. That's what happens when leverage piles up during bullish runs. A quote I saw recently stuck with me. We're not in full parabolic mode yet. When we are, people celebrate dips. Right now, people fear them. And I agree. There's definitely more fear in the air than we'd expect during a true bull run. That if we revisit the $2.26 level, I might personally look to make some moves. The bull market isn't over in my opinion. Not even close. And before I forget, Jim Cramer just flipped again. On CNBC, he encouraged people to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum as a hedge against US debt. He even said he's holding crypto as a legacy investment for his kids. Of course, many people joke that when Jim flips bullish, it's time to run the other way. He's been all over the place on crypto, pro one day, against it the next. But to be fair, he's been right sometimes. Still, he's famously inconsistent, which is why people created the inverse Cramer meme.so. What's next? Can XRP bounce back? Will Bitcoin retest $120,000? We'll have to wait and see. As always, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research before investing in anything. Make sure you subscribe to Crypto Labs News so I stay on your radar. A huge number of you watch regularly but haven't hit the subscribe button yet. Let's fix that. Maybe I'll do a giveaway one day if YouTube allows it. We'll see. In the meantime, drop a comment with infinity and beyond if you believe in XRP's potential. And don't forget to smash that like button. Maybe it helps the algorithm. Maybe it helps the price. Worth a shot, right? Thanks for watching. Until next time, let's make a lot of money.